Have it. In fact, some people are suggesting if you have the big container, if you have the big one, go refill it before even if it is not finished, before the regulations come into effect 1st January 2020. But, gas is very volatile, if I may put it so. And these new regulations, is it adding value or is it impediment to the growth of this sector?
I actually think it's both. I would say I commend the agency for trying to control the safety because it's very important. We have a lot of illicits going around the market. But I fear when I think about the energy market and just the broader economy, we have too many regulations coming in. And these new regulations are coming in to support big business because first you'll need a license to be a trader. And for you to get a license, you need to have a minimum of 5,000 cylinders in the first year and about 10,000 cylinders in the second year. So you feel this is going only to favor the big people, the big businesses, but the small traders will have to go look for other economic opportunities. So I see a threat, and it's very similar to the private security legislation coming in. You see it's sort of trying to consolidate the market to a few industry players, and what happens is everybody else is left out. So the big question is, can we create policies that work for everybody, both the big players, the medium players, and the small players? Because I fear the direction we are going as a country is really toward big business, and the problem with that is it creates a lot of unemployment because traders will have to look for other things to do.
And definitely. How can you create a balance between the two? Because the reason why these regulations are coming in is that we are having a lot of dealers cropping up, a lot of fakes, illegals in the system. Now, at the same time, implementing these regulations, it means that only scalable businesses will be able to operate. How do we create a balance where we can have also small players participating in this particular market, but in a safe manner, in a legal manner?
Well, if you look at what KRA has done with the EGMS, the Excise Goods Management System, it's a fantastic way of using the stamps, for example, to control illicits. The big thing when you come to policy, you have to be able to consult, not just on the primary objective, but the other socioeconomic implications of such policies. Expecting one trader to have 5,000 cylinders in the first year and 10,000, that means you're already excluding the vast majority of people who have 10, 20. What are those people going to do? So I think part of good policy, I always believe in bottoms-up policy, where it comes from consulting with the people and goes all the way to the highest office. When you have top-down policy making, you end up people in ivory towers, people here in Nairobi, really coming up with the legislations only to benefit their few business friends and really putting everybody in an economic mess.
Yes, and oftentimes, regulations are made in this particular country and there is not much you can do. I don't know, from speaking as a Kenyan, being, for example, you are in the gas business, you used to refill gas, yeah, and you're doing it right, you're following the proper procedures and whatnot. How can you counter such a regulation or somehow make sense of your importance in the ecosystem?
Well, I think the small traders need to come together into an umbrella organization, and they already do. I can't remember the name, but there's a body for the small dealers in energy. They need to be able to partner with parliamentarians who come up with these policies, because if their voice is drowned, what you end up is you actually have cartels and you end up having monopolies in the industry. So things such as the competition authority, these are the bodies that should come in to make sure that everybody is playing on an even playing field. Otherwise, we end up risking having an economy where only a few big players will dominate what is called with the market power.
Definitely. Wow. Now, let's move swiftly into something else, matters pending bills. Yes, some of us, during the month, you pick a few things from the shop here and there. At the end of the month, you have pending bills that you have to clear.